that have contributed to what I describe as an elevated pitch of excitement for town ball in Minnesota. Because of their work and their dedication, all of us associated with town ball in Minnesota can put a smile on our face, puff our chest with pride, and get excited about the chance we have to experience town ball a Minnesota way. To begin with, the Fox 9 Town Ball Tour. The Town Ball Tour began in 2018 with its very first visit to Meesville in Jack Brewer Field. They also visited Young America, Dundas, Dassel, and Chaska that year. They continued in 2019 with 7 more visits, including Arlington, New Ulm, Waseca, and Chanhassen. 2020 was abbreviated by COVID-19, of course, but they still got to Bird Island, Maple Lake, and Belle Plaine. And this year they started in Waconia, co-host site for this tournament this year. They visited Buffalo, Delano, St. Patrick, Sartell, and they ended at Faribault, co-host for next year's state tournament. Now the exciting part about Town Ball Tour, as you saw, it brings out kids and crowds, community pride, and gets everyone excited to outdo the other towns. Now, Fox 9 isn't able to be with us this morning, but let's give a hand to the producers, the camera folks, the on-air personalities, Kelsey Charleston, Ian Leonard, John Mitchell. They bring the excitement to the Town Ball Tour. And watch the Town Ball Tour in your town next year. Next. There's nothing like a discussion about who has the best team in Class C or who has the best uniforms in baseball to get people engaged in friendly banter about who is best. And remember, everybody has an opinion. Let's respect that. Over the last few years, the subject of town ballparks and who has the best has created a spirited, at least for the most part, friendly debate during Hot Stove League, during podcasts, and on social media. In 2016, Todd Bueller brought us the coffee table book, Town Ball Parks of Minnesota. Anybody have that book on their coffee table? So, this book takes the readers on a pictorial tour of the state's most revered ballparks, ranging from a multi-million-dollar complex in the Twin Cities to a rural field at the end of the dirt road, arguably the most remote ballpark in the state. And over the course of several years and thousands of miles, Todd traveled the state to visit these ballparks, and then he selected just 27 unique, historic, and beloved parks. Unfortunately, due to the last-minute illness, Todd is not able to be with us today. But he chronicled and he heralded these Sistine Chapels at town ballparks in Minnesota. Another one who's with us is Bob Greeley. Let's welcome Bob Greeley. In 2019, Bob Greeley fueled the debate of where is the best ballpark when he revealed over a series of social media posts over several weeks what he considered, again, in his opinion, the top 100 town ballparks in Minnesota. Now, those of us who followed his postings were quite pleased when we saw our favorite park show up on his list. Yet we were quite disappointed that ours was listed in the 40s or the 30s, when clearly it's a top 10 park. So regardless of where your park finished in Greeley's top 100, the fact remains, these town ballparks become holy ground because baseball is the passion that burns inside all of us. Over the course of time, the caretakers have changed, the equipment has been upgraded, the technology has advanced. But one thing will always remain the same. Amateur baseball players, teams, and communities take pride in their hometown diamonds. Now, Bob played ball for Kimball back in the 70s, so town ball is in his blood. He retired this summer, and he's talked about maybe updating that list. And since his retirement, he has visited dozens of these parks to see how improvements have been made, new paint job, new lighting, etc. So perhaps look for another top 100 from Bob in the coming months. Let's thank Bob for his amazing commitment to highlighting town ball parks in Minnesota. KSTP TV reporter Eric Geislinger, who along with Mike Griak produced the Emmy-nominated series which aired on Fox Sports North in the summer of 2019. Town Ball, Uniquely Minnesota. Please welcome Eric Geislinger. Now, for those of you that watched every episode, you saw an amazing capture of the history of Town Ball in Minnesota. You also saw that this game is regular folks, butchers, bakers, candlestick makers. You also learned of the pride that is shown in town ballparks in these towns, and the way in which Town Ball can be a springboard to a professional career and a safe landing for those who come out of their pro careers. You also learned of the generational ties between grandparents of baseball and the youngsters of baseball. So yes, Town Ball Uniquely Minnesota, with over 300 teams and countless stories that still left to be told. Now, when the series concluded, Eric was asked this question by Bob Stanford. He said, "Will there be Town Ball sequel?" Eric's response was this. He said, "When people get mad at us and say, 'I hear you're already done and you didn't come to visit us,' I say, well, we're not done yet. Maybe. We certainly left a lot of film on the cutting room floor." So ladies and gentlemen, for Town Ball Uniquely Minnesota, let's thank Eric and encourage him to do Town Ball 2. Now, Eric and Bob are going to head to the mound, and I'm going to ask catcher for Watkins if you could just join us at home plate. Mr. Howard. You know, let's remember these folks, Fox Nine Town Ball Tour, the Town Ball Parks, and Town Ball Uniquely Minnesota. They have given us an increased pride in our game here in Minnesota. Now, Bob and Eric, give us your best pitch. Let's start with you, Bob. How far back will you go here, folks? All right, that's Bob Greeley, the Greeley top 100. And now, Eric, give us your best pitch. He's fine with that. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Greeley, Eric Geislinger. Thank you.
And with that, we welcome you in, ladies and gentlemen, to Chaska's Athletic Park here as we get set for a Saturday full of baseball here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Amateur baseball is one of Minnesota's great sporting traditions. The state tournament brings together hundreds of communities in late summer at great ballparks all around the state. Coverage of every game can be found on PrepSpotlight.tv. PrepSpotlight.tv's coverage of today's state tournament game is made possible by the Minnesota Baseball Association, and also with help from the Minnesota Twins. Celebrate Town Ball with the Twins on September 11th. Visit twinsbaseball.com/townball for details. Now let's get to the ballpark.
Special thanks to members of the Chaska baseball community for their work to keep the ball field in tip-top shape.
Welcome back here to Chaska. Ren Clayton with you here on the call as we have a slate of 4 games set. We'll start with Watkins and St. Martin here, set for an 11 a.m. first pitch here in round 3 of the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament. A couple games here in Class C also being played in Waconia today in round 3, as you see the officials and managers discussing the ground rules here before we get started. As we'll listen to the introductions and the pregame festivities before we have first pitch here this morning. Watkins and St. Martin, both teams that have just played 1 game in the state tournament so far here in 2021. Each team had a bye in round 1 and then earned a victory in round 2 last weekend. This state tournament has been spread out through a few weeks here. As this now week 3, the final weekend packed full of baseball. We'll have the championship game here for Class C. That'll be in Waconia on Labor Day, on Monday. Tomorrow will be a jam-packed day of baseball. The semifinals and the quarterfinals before that will be played across the two sites here in Chaska and in Waconia. So Watkins, they will be the visitors here this morning. They beat Princeton 5-0 in their round 2 game last weekend to earn a spot into today's matchup against St. Martin, who beat Fergus Falls in round 2. That was last weekend. That was right here at Athletic Park. That was a 1-0 score, and the Martins actually got no hit in that game. They scored a run without a hit, but still won the game. So certainly not something you see every day or really every season, as that is as unusual in baseball as it gets. We'll talk more about that as we go on here today, as we wait for the lineups here and first pitch in just a few moments. We'll take a break here on Prep Spotlight TV.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike three! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Let's meet the starting lineups for today's game. As I call your name and your number, I invite you to take a position on the foul line, in front of the foul line on the grass. Beginning with the away team, Watkins. Starters at shortstop, number 22, Nolan Geislinger. Batting second, catcher, number 2, Lincoln Hagen. Batting third, center fielder, number 3, Kevin Kramer. Batting fourth, right fielder, number 21, Dan Bird. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 18, Brendan Ashton. Batting sixth, left fielder, number 5, Justin Thompson. Batting seventh, playing second, number 13, Carter Block. Batting eighth, playing third, number 1, Carson Geislinger. And batting ninth, on one pitching for Watkins, number 15, Matt Geislinger. The manager for Watkins is Matt Geislinger. And the rest of Watkins. Now for St. Martin, let's meet the starters, coaches, and reserves. Starting with the starters. Batting first to shortstop, number 7, Kyle Leiser. Batting second, center fielder, number 6, Zach Morris. Batting third, catcher, number 21, Brian Schlagen. Batting fourth, playing second, number 18, Tanner Arsenault. Batting fifth, playing first, number 27, Brady Goebbels. Batting sixth, playing left field, number 5, Garrett Cole. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 22, Ben Schroeder. Batting eighth, playing third base, number 15, Ryan Messer. Batting ninth, playing right field, number 3, Matthew Schlangen. And on the bump today, pitching for St. Martin, number 8, Scott Leiser. And the manager for St. Martin is Carl Leiser. And the rest of the squad for St. Martin. Umpires for today's game are Terry Elkin and Brad Holcomb. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. I want to introduce our special guest artist this morning. He is a 1990 graduate of Chaska High School. He's a former worship director at St. Victoria in Victoria, now music and worship director at Community of the Cross Lutheran Church in Bloomington, Minnesota. Would you please welcome Jamie Manzi Moore. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you stand as you are able. Gentlemen, remove your caps. Direct your attention to center field. As we honor America and the servicemen and women around the globe who stand guard to protect our liberty and freedom, our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let's play ball.
The national anthem beautifully sung there, and we are just about ready to go here for first pitch here in Chaska.
Okay. Otherwise, Schlungen is the other one, but otherwise it's Leeser. Leeser, RB. Okay.
And so with St. Martin, the home team here this morning, they will be out in the field to start this ball game. Scott Leiser out on the hill once again, started the last game, won a complete game in the victory in that pitcher's duel, the 1-0 final score in St. Martin's victory there last weekend over Fergus Falls.
In the infield, playing third and 16, Ryan Messer.
And you heard the lineups, the defensive alignments, but we'll run through them one more time here as we get set for first pitch, just a couple minutes late here in Chaska. Starting out in the outfield for St. Martin, Derek Cole in left, Matthew Schlungen in right field, Zach Moritz in center, Kyle Leiser at shortstop for the Martins, Tanner Arsenault at second, Brady Goebbels in at first base, and Ryan Messer is your third baseman. Ben Schrader will be doing the designated hitting. And so Leeser will face Nolan Geislinger here to start off this ball game, as you see him stepping into the box now. He will be followed in the Watkins Clippers lineup by Lincoln Hagan, Kevin Kramer, Dan Berg, Brendan Ashton, Justin Thompson, Carter Block, Carson Geislinger, and Matt Geislinger to round out the lineup. Nolan, a shortstop for this ball club, leading off the game, a lefty, facing the right-handed pitcher, Scott Leeser. And the first pitch, a ball. The second one fouled back into the netting. And so we are underway here just 2 minutes after the top of the hour on what will be a busy day here on Prep Spotlight TV. This one grounded on a few hops to the shortstop. The throw across the diamond is low and cannot be dug out by the first baseman, Goebbels. So Watkins has their first batter aboard here in the first inning.
Now batting for Watkins. And catcher number 2, Lincoln Hagan.
And so quickly, Scott Leeser will go from the stretch as he faces Lincoln Hagan, squaring to bunt there, pulling it back and taking ball 1. Hagan, a righty, number 2, the catcher for Watkins. And now bunting. This one popped up into the air in foul territory, and it won't be caught. Diving for it, just coming up short, is Goebbels at first base. That was in foul territory. So the bunt called on there for the past 2 pitches. We'll see what the decision is here. Is already squaring is Hagan. He'll try it again. Third baseman coming in. The runner goes, no bunt, and sliding in safely is Geislinger. Wheeled it down from first to second, and there's a runner in scoring position for the Clippers. I believe that was a called strike, so 1-2 after Hagan did not attempt the bunt there. A straight steal for Watkins as the third base coach for the Clippers, attending to Geislinger as he was perhaps a bit shaken up, but gets right up. 1-2 here the count as the home plate umpire is indicating. This one fouled and out of play. Here at beautiful Athletic Park, just a minute from downtown Chaska. One of the most picturesque ballparks here in the state, as the 1-2 again. This one flared to shallow right, coming in, and it'll land safely. Geislinger, it'll be a play at third, and he's out. Nolan Geislinger had to wait as that ball was nearly caught by 3 different Martins. The right fielder, Schlungen, picked it up on a hop and fired to third. The throw beat the runner, and Geislinger is out on the base paths. Hagan is on second base on the throw. So Kevin Kramer steps in, the third batter. And this one on the first pitch, flied to center, now coming in, and it'll land for a hit. Some softly hit fly balls here in the first part of this game, and there's now 2 runners on with 1 out. Kramer singles, the first hit of the ball game. Hagan can't advance as that ball landed just about 30 feet behind him. That's actually the second hit as Hagen singled and advanced. Dan Berg now. So an error and 2 hits to the shallow part of the outfield, and a threat here for Watkins. That misses outside from Leeser. 1-1 here the count with 1 out. Hagen on second, Kramer on first. Berg, the cleanup man, the left-handed hitting right fielder in the batter's box. Swings, grounds this to second. They'll go to 2, and not in time. Safe at second, everybody's safe. The bases are loaded. Tanner Arsenault had a slow roller hit to his left, tried to spin and make the force out at second base, and it was too late. So a fielder's choice puts Berg on, and now the base is juiced for Brendan Ashton. And he takes strike 1 from Scott Leeser, who finds himself in a jam. Nothing really been hit that hard, but a couple hits, an error, and the defense hoping to pick up their pitcher here in the first. Chopped foul by third base. Nice little pickup there by the third base coach for Watkins. So Geislinger out on the base paths here a few moments ago. He reached on an error, but Hagen now on third, Kramer on second, Berg on first. Swinging at the high fastball and striking out is Ashton. First strikeout of the game for Leeser. And that's out number 2. So there with the bases loaded and just 1 out, a big strikeout for St. Martin. And now Justin Thompson steps in, takes a ball in the dirt. Thompson hoping to scrounge up a run here after the threat with 1 out mounted by the Clippers. As that misses outside, 2-0. Top of the first inning, Watkins looking to strike first. And now strike 1, 2-1 here the count to Justin Thompson. Had a good game the last game that Clippers played at the plate, did Thompson, and time called just before Leeser's pitch. Two and one, bases loaded, 2 outs. Cracked to second. The pitcher will have to cover. The throw is in time to get the runner. A delayed call there, but as the pitcher covering first goes down, Scott Leeser gets out of a big jam. The bases were loaded with just 1 out and a strikeout and a ground out induced by the pitcher. And it's still 0-0 after a couple hits. Watkins leaves 3 on the base paths as we're headed to the bottom of the first here in Chaska.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Welcome back here to PrepSpotlight.tv. A beautiful Saturday morning for some baseball here as St. Martin will come up to the plate in the bottom of the first. They'll be facing Matt Geislinger, the ace for Watkins, as he toes the rubber, the left-handed pitcher for the Clippers. He'll face Kyle Leeser. And close pitch there, missing. Ball one near to the leadoff man for St. Martin. And there's strike one. 1-1 the count to Leeser. He will be followed by Zach Moritz, Brian Schlungen, Tanner Arsenault, Brady Goebbels, Derek Cole, then Ben Schroeder, Ryan Messer, and Matthew Schlungen. And there's ball two from Matt Geislinger. Geislinger pitched very well in Watkins' last game. A complete game shutout. As this one's fouled away, 2-2 here to Leeser. Geislinger went 9 innings, 5 hits allowed, just 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts in the victory over Princeton. As this one chops weakly back to the pitcher, he'll spin, throw with an on-target dart for out number 1. Nice play there by number 15, jumping off the hill into the grass, and a blind throw basically. That's always a tough play for a pitcher. As Zach Moritz comes to the batter's box, especially a left-handed pitcher has to spin the opposite way on that play. So 1 down as Moritz swings and fouls it back. Number 6, the center fielder for the team in the royal blue. Watkins in the navy. This one softly hit to short, diving, stopping, getting up, and in time the throw for out number 2. How about that play from Nolan Geislinger? A little looper that landed in front of the shortstop, stopped it, hopped back up, and was in time to throw out the base runner. So a couple good defensive plays here in the infield by Watkins, and Brian Schlungen will now come up to the plate, takes ball 1. Lefty. And an off-speed pitch from Geislinger gets a wave and a miss. 1-1. And this one fouled away. Geislinger with that over-the-head windup nearly turns his chest to face center field as he comes to his balance point. As that one sails, 2-2. You can see the 15 on the back of Geislinger with each windup. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. As that one misses outside, we have a full count here, the first one of the game for St. Martin, as Tanner Arsenault is in the on-deck circle. And a swing and a miss. Pitch there on the inside from Geislinger, and a 1-2-3 frame of work for the starting pitcher for the Clippers. We're through 1. No score here in Chaska and the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
Carter Block will lead off the second inning here for Watkins as he faces Scott Leeser again. Leeser, the ace for St. Martin, was able to work out of a big jam in the top of the first. Had the bases loaded with just one out. Allowed a couple hits. There was some defensive lapses perhaps, an error, and a couple balls that landed out of the reach of some fielders in shallow center and right. But still 0-0 as Block grounds that one foul. 1-2 here to the second baseman for Watkins. Watkins, the number 1 seed out of Region 11, as this one's fouled. 2-2 will do it again here for number 13. And that's a strike on the outside corner. The second strikeout of the ball game for Scott Leeser as Block goes down looking.
Carson Geislinger.
Carson Geislinger now will hit. With one down. And that one crosses the plate for strike one. 3 Geislingers on the team and in the lineup here for the Clippers. And that one hit him. Geislinger turns away, but it clipped his arm perhaps, upper body somewhere. It's a hit batter, and Carson Geislinger is on first base. And here's the pitcher in the 9-hole, Matt Geislinger. We'll look to move Carson around the bases. That's outside from Scott Leeser. As we mentioned, Scott, a 5-hit complete game shutout in the victory last weekend against Fergus Falls. And that misses 2-0. Struck out 7 in that game, just had 1 walk. And Fergus Falls, though they got a stellar performance from their pitchers, Mitch Porter and Alex Kep, a combined no-hitter from Fergus Falls. The batters didn't complete their end of the agreement, and St. Martin was able to squeak through 1-0. And there's strike one after the 3-ball count. So 3-1 now here to the second hitter of the inning. Third hitter, I should say, Matt Geislinger, the pitcher, with a runner on and 1 out. And there's strike 2, a full count. This is the Geislinger stretch of the lineup, where Carson and Matt are the 8 and 9 hitters, and then they'll turn the lineup over and Nolan will bat. He'll let off by reaching on an error in the first inning. Swung on and fouled out of play toward the trees over the left side of this stadium. .390 dead center, .325 at the foul poles. And there's strike 3 looking. That one, a fastball on the outside part, and 2 strikeouts in the frame, both looking, and there's 2 down. So Nolan Geislinger now will have a chance, looking for a 2-out hit. Cracks it by the pitcher to the second baseman, fielded, and the out is recorded. Arsenault there at second base. So Watkins is down. No hits here in the second.
After the top two,
One batter does reach on a hit by pitch. There's one runner left on base, and we're headed to the bottom of the inning. Still 0-0 here at the state tournament.
Bottom equipment and Kubota. Power sponsor of this year's Minnesota State Amateur Baseball Tournament.
I like it and looked it out to right field, going back towards the wall. This could have a chance, and it's gonna be gone. A two-run blast off the bat of Jake Hendricks in the top of the fourth makes it 2-0. Over to the mini-net, Jordan. Launched out to left field. That's a no-doubter. Make it 9 runs on the night.
Total game tomorrow. This one, line to center, diving, the shortstop, and making the catch. Crack to third. Runner comes home. They'll go home with the throw, and the ball can't be caught on the hop.
As he fires, the run takes off for second base. A line shot over to the first baseman. Hoffman puts that away, steps on first for a double play. One now from Sjogren and on relief, and that will hit the foot of the batter, so a hit by pitch will bring in the third run of the inning and third run of the ball game here, as Chan Hassan, with only one hit on the inning now, has scored 3 runs.
Tanner Arsenault, you see, take strike one here to lead off the bottom of the second inning for St. Martin. Matt Geislinger out there again for his second inning of work. Had a clean 1-2-3 frame in the first inning, where he struck out the last batter. Now Tanner Arsenault, the cleanup man, who fielded the inning-ending ground out just a few moments ago, is up, and on 3 pitches, he's down. Back-to-back strikeouts now for Geislinger. The second strikeout of the game. Brady Goebbels now, the first baseman, with 1 down. And that one on the outside corner, strike 1. In there for strike 2 as Geislinger pitching well here so far. And that one misses high. And now outside. 2-2 here to the second batter of the inning. And now missing inside, a full count with Derek Cole on deck. And a walk. The first base runner of the game for St. Martin, as Brady Goebbels reaches on a base on balls. Derek Cole will step into the batter's box. Watkins, about an hour-and-a-half drive away, northwest of here. These two teams actually not too far from each other, as Watkins is just west of Kimball, southwest of St. Cloud. As this one all the way to the backstop, so the control may be just a bit off here in this past couple batters. St. Martin, they had to go about an hour and 50 minutes, as they're just west of St. Cloud. There's a wave and a miss. And a strikeout. Cole down on 3 strikes. The third strikeout of the game already for Geislinger. Ben Schroeder now, the designated hitter, will look for a 2-out hit. Brady Goebbels still on first base after the walk a couple batters ago. Geislinger, Matt from the stretch. And a swing and a miss induced there, 1-1. Geislinger a little bit more of a traditional just slide step there on that pitch at least here with a runner on base. And a full kick there as a foul tip. 1-2 here. Ben Schroeder tries to extend the inning. Geislinger still does have that front foot here when he comes set. Angled toward the first base side. So a little closed still to the shoulders as he winds and fires and strikes him out. Geislinger walks one, leaves one, but strikes out the side here in the second. Still no score here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
No errors for Watkins.
The Minnesota baseball community lost a dear friend, a great leader last winter when Minnesota Baseball Association President Fred Roofs passed away at age 73. He served on the board of directors for more than a quarter century. In his first year as president, his leadership was instrumental in guiding the state amateur world through the COVID crisis. With the help of his board and the communities of Milroy, Springfield, and Shakopee, a very successful state tournament was completed on schedule without loss of a game and with fans in the stands. In his memory, the MBA started the Fred Roofs Golf Tournament this year, raising thousands of dollars for a scholarship that will provide a path to college for local student athletes. Fred was born in St. Peter, graduated from LeSueur, and went to college at Mankato State. In his professional life, he made huge contributions to the communities around Mankato and Marshall. But in the end, Fred Roofs' legacy is felt in every town in Minnesota where baseball is played.
Strike one in there to start the third inning as Hagen up to bat, flares this one on one hop to the first baseman. An easy play there and a knee-high bounce. And out number one quickly recorded as Hagen singled his first time up, but now is out here to lead off the third.
Now batting center fielder, number 3, Kevin Kramer.
Kevin Kramer also singled his first time up in that threat that Watkins mounted in the first inning, but was stranded ultimately at second base by Scott Leeser. As this one's grounded fair in between the bag and the third baseman, rounding first and then slamming on the brakes as the throw comes in quickly from Cole out and left. So a bouncing single up the third base line, and Kramer is 2 for 2 today. Third hit of the ball game for the Clippers. Dan Berg will hit now. And he takes strike one. Just a beautiful day here in Chaska, 72 degrees and sunny. As they check on the runner, Kramer getting a good lead there at first base. Dives back safely. Berg. As the runner goes, the throw down, and it won't be in time. And now he'll move from second to third, standing up. I believe the throw from the catcher down to second might have gotten a piece of Berg. He saw it trickle away, took off immediately. Maybe a bit of a risk there from the base runner Kramer, but had plenty of time ultimately to get to third base. And so now he's 90 feet away here with just one down, a stolen base. And advancing there on the throw is Kevin Kramer after the single here just a moment ago. Grounded, foul, pulled by the first base line by Berg, who now has an RBI out there if he is able to hit it to the outfield with the infield drawn in on the grass. Second, third, and short all in on the turf with the first baseman just a step back from the first, but still parallel or closer in from first base. This one right back to the pitcher. The runner will hold as they throw down. Now the runner coming home. The throw, not in time. Safe, and Watkins takes the lead. Kevin Kramer on the base paths, flexing in this inning. Only a few steps off of third base, as that one was underhanded from the pitcher to the first baseman to record the out. But then Kramer, as soon as the pitcher made his move toward first with the ball, sprinted home. The throw might have actually beat the runner by a hair, but sliding in safely, avoiding what was a tough play for the catcher. And the tag to make it 1-0 Watkins. And a wave and a miss, a strikeout by Brendan Ashton, his second of the ball game, but a run scores after a hit, a stolen base. Kevin Kramer using his wheels to make it 1-0 Clippers over Martins here in the third.
Such news! It's everything I ever wanted.
You should feel good about where you and your money are headed. We can help you build a better relationship with your money, starting with our free Simply Better checking account. When you open an account, you'll also receive a free gift. Get started today. Think Bank. Meet your money.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Welcome back. Justin Thompson will step into the plate, up to the plate to lead off the fourth inning for Watkins as they hold a 1-0 lead over St. Martin. Scott Leeser pitching in a first pitch. A pop up to the first baseman. Out number one quickly. Recorded.
Second baseman, number 13, Carter Block.
Carter Block now will hit. And swinging on the first pitch as well. That one fouled back. And now this one hit to left center field, and it'll land for a base hit. The center fielder ranging over and fielding it, but a one-out single for Block.
Number 1, Carson Geislinger.
Fourth hit of the game for Watkins. And then now Carson Geislinger will hit. Carson had 2 RBIs last weekend in last weekend's game, the victory over Princeton. So he swings at the first pitch and fouls it out of play. And now takes a ball 1-1. There's been a base runner in every inning here against Leeser. As this one waited on and fouled, popped up out of play. 4 hits, a couple errors by St. Martin, as well as a hit by pitch in the second. That was the lone base runner in that frame, the most effective that Scott Leeser has been here so far, but no across Carver County in Waconia. Sobieski leading Dumont 2-0 in the 5th inning. That game moving a bit faster than this one. An inning ahead as they play 2 Class C games there today, in round 3. 4 Class C games here in Chaska set for today. Popped up behind home, actually the catcher looking around, and now it's the shortstop all the way out at fielding his position. Didn't have to move much. And the second pop out for out number 2 here in this inning. Block still at first base after he singled. Matt Geislinger now will hit. He struck out looking his last time. These are shaking out his arm after that pitch, missing well outside. Watkins pushed a run across there in the last inning to take the early lead. And a big swing and a miss there from Geislinger, the pitcher. Going to give himself some run support maybe on that swing. missing outside again. 2-1 here with 2 down. And a runner on first. Runner goes. This one hit on a line to the shortstop. Caught it right before it hit the dirt. And that ends the inning. A line drive to short. And after one hit here in the fourth, they leave a runner on as we're through 4.5 here at Chaska Athletic Park. We'll stay here for the middle inning as you see the back boy for Watkins doing his job. So Geislinger now 0 for 2 here as he will stay out in the infield. You see him gathering his hat and mitt as he'll get his warm-up pitches in. Geislinger has not allowed a hit here in 3 innings. Has 2 strikeouts in the last inning, 3 in the one before that, and 1 in the one before that. So 6 Ks for Geislinger. He had 9 in his 9-inning complete game last weekend, so already on pace to have many more than that. Just needed a few warm-up pitches here. And we're ready to go to start the bottom of the 4th. St. Martin, they'll send up Brian Schlangen, the catcher. He struck out in the first. Squaring to bunt, looking to bunt for a hit. Pulling it back for ball 1. Swings this time, fouls it off of himself. 1-1. These two teams certainly, some of these players must be familiar with the other players as they're less than 30-minute drive apart. St. Martin proper and Watkins. Northwest of here. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now to the leadoff man here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Little flare to the first baseman, takes 4 steps to his right, and that's out number 1.
Second baseman, number 18, Tanner Arsenault.
Number 18 will hit for the second time. Tanner Arsenault was a strikeout victim his last at bat. And fastball in there, strike 1. Working ahead frequently here. Geislinger has been pitching effectively. As this one's grounded to the second baseman, ranging to his left, picking and throwing, and that's out number 2. That's just the 6th ball put in play here so far against Geislinger. Brady Goebbels now, he walked. In the second, one of just 2 base runners so far here through 3 innings, 3+ innings for St. Martin. And now this one flared to shallow right, coming in and making the play is Berg. So another 1-2-3 inning for Matt Geislinger. St. Martin still searching at the plate. As we head to the 5th here on PrepSpotlight.tv, you're watching the State Class C Amateur Baseball Tournament.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike three! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Back here on PrepSpotlight.tv, Nolan Geislinger with his third at-bat. And he flies one on the first pitch to center field. Ranging just a few steps to his right to make the play is Zach Moritz. And that's out number one quickly here in the 5th. Geislinger now 0 for 3. He does have a stolen base after he reached on an error in the first. Nolan Hagen now. And puts a bunt down. A good one to third. And the throw by the pitcher, airmailed all the way to the fence. And Hagen will reach second base. Scott Leeser picked that one in front of the third baseman, stepped in front of him, and airmailed it.
Watkins. Center fielder number 3, Kevin Kramer.
So Hagen is on second base. On the throwing error by the pitcher. Kevin Kramer now. Kramer, the man you want at the plate here with a runner in scoring position and nobody out. He's 2 for 2. So that's the third error against St. Martin as they check the runner there, trying to throw behind him, but not a big lead. Kramer 2 for 2 today with a stolen base, and he scored the game's only run, picking up where he left off. He was 2 for 4 in last weekend's victory. Fouls this one up into the fence up here above us. Fouls back into the grass here in foul territory. 1-1 here with one down. And a runner on second. Grounded to short. Backhanded by the shortstop. He'll go to third. The throw high, and the runner is safe. Trying to snag the lead runner, Lincoln Hagen. But the flip was high. The third baseman, Messer, had to reach up, and by the time he got the tag down from above his head to the bag, the runner was safe. So Kramer reaches on a fielder's choice. And there's 2 runners on base with 1 out. Dan Berg drove in the game's only run with a ground ball to the pitcher. officially 0 for 2 is Berg, as he looks for another RBI here in this at-bat in the top of the 5th inning. As that one misses outside. 2-0 here from Scott Leeser. Strike one there. Runner on first goes. The throw will come all the way down. Not in time as Hagen stays at third. So Kramer with his second stolen base of the still morning here. And this one's popped to left. Coming in is the left fielder reaching the tag, bluffed. But no chance there to tag up from third base as that one very shallow left field. So out number 2 as Berg flies out, unable to drive in a run. And Brendan Ashton will come up looking for a better output from his at-bat here than the previous 2. He's 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. And Leeser hoping to escape another sticky jam here in this game. Swinging this one high to the left. It'll be in foul territory, ranging over and landing just between the outfielder and the wall. Cole had a long way to go for that one, couldn't quite get there. Hagen on third. Kramer on second. 2 down here in the top of the 5th. Watkins looking to extend their 1-run lead. This one bounced softly to third, running up, picking, throwing, and in time to end the inning. Messer to Goebel. A big play there on defense for the Martins. And so after no hits in the frame, Watkins leaves 2 on the base paths, and Leeser escapes again. It's still just 1-0. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, St. Martin will bat down by a run.
Family owned and operated since 1939. Watkins takes great pride in 80+ years of service for our local community. Baseball and leaders go together, but remember to always think responsibly.
Matt Geislinger out there again for his 5th inning of work. He has been very good here today, as his catcher will assemble his gear and come out there for a warm-up pitch or 2. Geislinger, coming off that shutout last week, has picked up where he left off, and you're through 4 today.
Good luck to all teams. Leading off, bottom 5 for the St. Martins. The left fielder, number 5.
Watkins and St. Martin in a pitcher's duel here. The Martins looking for their first hit in a long time. They got no hit in the last game, somehow won it, and now through 4 here, they still have no hits. A big swing and a miss there from the leadoff man in this 5th inning, Derek Cole. And that one clips the inside corner for strike 2. Cracked and fouled to stay alive. This one grounded back to the pitcher on one hop, turns, throws, and that's out number 1 in the frame.
Now batting.
Geislinger has had a couple nice plays on defense, the pitcher for Watkins, and now Ben Schroeder will come to the plate. So it's officially 12 plus innings of no-hit baseball for the St. Martin batters, as they got no hit over 8 innings at the plate. In the last game. This one missing outside 1-1. Ran into Mitch Porter and Alex Kep, combining for that 8-inning no-hitter in the loss for Fergus Falls. And now they've run into Matt Geislinger, who is showing no signs of slowing down. One and two after that foul ball. And another foul up and away.
Remember, kids, all balls are outside the concession stand, and you do receive.
And Schroeder struck out his last time. And now a swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. Schroeder is down waving. And Ryan Messer will come up.
Ryan Messer.
Messer swings and misses. He reached last time. Just one of two base runners here for St. Martin this game. Reached on an error by the third baseman. And now a wave again. 0-2 here, the count from Geislinger. He's ready to go for the next pitch already. Winds, faces center. The throw, and that one outside, a fastball. And that one on the inside corner for a strikeout. And it's 5 innings, a no-hit ball for Matt Geislinger. We'll take a break. You're watching PrepSpotlight.tv.
Such news! It's everything I ever wanted.
You should feel good about where you and your money are headed. We can help you build a better relationship with your money, starting with our free Simply Better checking account. When you open an account, you'll also receive a free gift. Get started today. Think Bank. Meet your money.
Welcome back here to PrepSpotlight.tv. Ren Clayton here for a busy day of baseball. And over in Waconia, it's the 6th inning between Sobieski and Dumont, and the Skis of Sobieski leading 2-0. The winner of that will play Sartell on Sunday. As we get started the 6th inning here, the top of the 6th, is Watkins up 1-0 on St. Martin. Scott Leiser out there for another inning of work. Has just allowed 4 hits over 5 and the 1 run. There's a big swing and a miss there from number 5, Justin Thompson. He's 0 for 2 so far. And 1, 2, 3. 3 strikes sends Thompson down quickly. Looking. Fifth strikeout of the ball game for Leiser. And this one fouled back, just getting a piece is Carter Block. Block singled his last time up, but was stranded there at first base in the 4th inning. And waving and an off-speed pitch there, quickly ahead in the count. Leiser again, 0-2. Wants another K and gets it. The breaking ball. 3 pitches again, so 6 total pitches here to start the inning, and 2 strikeouts for Scott Leiser as Block is down swinging. Carson Geislinger now will hit. Leiser working quick. This one put in play. Sliding over as the first baseman will be raced to the bag, and 7 pitches, and we're through the top of the 6th. The best inning by far for Leiser on the mound. As Watkins stymied there by the ace on the hill for St. Martin. The winner of this ball game will advance to play in the quarterfinals. They will play the winner of St. Patrick and Young America. That game will take place here later today. And so whether it's Watkins or St. Martin here advancing out of this round, they will play here at Chaska tomorrow at 11 a.m. That'll be the first game of the quarterfinal slate here in Chaska tomorrow. And as we mentioned, they'll play St. Patrick or Young America, and then the winner of that game, the quarterfinal game, will advance to play in the semifinal later tomorrow. So 2 games potentially if you win your first tomorrow, slated for 4:30, that semifinal, and then of course the championship game is the next day on Monday. As you're taking a look at a busy athletic park here in the 6th inning. A beautiful, perfect weather day, about 72, 73 degrees. Doesn't get much better than this here in September in Minnesota. So the 6th inning about to begin. Matt Geislinger out on the hill again. 5 innings of no-hit work, 8 strikeouts for number 15. As a breaking ball misses outside. And a swing and a miss there to the leadoff man in this inning, Matthew Schlangen. The right fielder, as he waves through that one, 1-2. The right fielder had a sacrifice bunt in the 5th inning. His only plate appearance so far, and strikes out here on 4 pitches. So make it 9 Ks for Geislinger. And that matches the strikeout total of Geislinger from his last game when he pitched 9 innings. And we're only in the 6th right now. So Kyle Leiser steps in as the lineup turns over. The leadoff man is 0 for 2 for St. Martin. He struck out his last time, that was in the 3rd, and grounded out to the pitcher in the 1st inning. Fouls this one back into the netting. And now skies this one, and that'll go well out of play off the left side here in Chaska. The parking lot behind us and to our left and right, and so a bit of a risk involved when you park your car here at Athletic Park. As this one's grounded sharply to third. Fielding it is Carson Geislinger and throwing across the diamond for out number 2.
New hitter for the Martins now. Center fielder in the six, Zach Moritz.
Zach Moritz will hit. He's 0 for 2. Grounded out to short his first time, then struck out. And breaking ball in there. Strike 1. And a swing and a miss. Strike 2. This one flown to center. Not moving much is the center fielder Kramer. And that's another 1-2-3 inning. Make it 3 1-2-3 innings in a row for Matt Geislinger, as he is firing on all cylinders here this afternoon now as we've crossed the noon hour. We're through 6 innings. It's 0-0, excuse me, 1-0. Watkins leading.
In the 7th inning. The 1:30 game in will go between the Eagle Lake Expos and Watertown.
And across
Red Devils.
in Waconia, Sobieski has doubled their lead. They're up 4-0 over Dumont. As the winner of that game will advance to play Sartell. In the quarterfinal round.
No hits, no runs, no left on base for the St. Martin Martins, and no errors for the Watkins Clippers in the 6th inning.
And so it is the pitcher, Geislinger, that will lead off the 7th inning at the plate. Has been pitching so well. Has not had a hit so far. He struck out looking in the 2nd, the 9-hole hitter for Watkins, and then lined out to the shortstop in the 4th, stepping in for his 3rd plate appearance. And fouls this one to the opposite field. Just a 1-run lead here for Watkins as they scraped it across in the 3rd. After a single by Kramer, he came around to score on a ground out by Dan Berg. Geislinger flares this one to left, and coming in just a few steps, Cole makes the catch for out number 1.
Top of the order again for the Watkins Clippers, shortstop number 22, Nolan Geislinger.
Nolan Geislinger will now bat. He is the leadoff man for Watkins, and he's 0 for 3 with a stolen base. As this one lined to center, down for a base hit. First hit of the game since the 4th inning for Watkins, as that's their 5th hit today. Lincoln Hagan now, he has a single, has reached twice, and swings through that one. Here with a runner on and 1 out in the 7th. Watkins up by 1. Has time called. as the sign's being delivered by the third base coach for the Clippers. The check over, and it looked like Geislinger might have been thinking about second base, as now Hagen will discuss things with his third base coach face to face. Might have thought the sign was something else, as that throw over indicated that a steal might have been on, or some movement perhaps. Safe at first base, though, getting back safely was Nolan Geislinger, and now Hagen will step to the plate with a plan. Swinging and missing. No steal on that play. And so I believe the corrected score in Waconia is Sobieski 3, Dumont 0. That's in the 7th inning. And a late call there, a strikeout. And Hagen goes down looking, as that umpire says the clips the outside corner, out number 2 here in the 7th. Sixth strikeout of the day for Leeser. Kevin Kramer has reached all 3 times. They check the runner again. Kramer 2 for 3. He scored the game's only run. Has a couple singles and reached last time he came up with on a fielder's choice and then stole a base. This one is bounced backwards. Oh and 1 here, the count with 2 down and a runner on first base. Kramer looking to provide some insurance, perhaps. Pops this one, and it'll leave the park. Foul over the dugout of the Martins. They check the runner again with an 0-2 count. Kramer still up to bat here with an 0-2 count. 2 out, runner on here in the top of the 7th inning. Watkins leading St. Martin 1-0. But the runner goes. This one popped straight up. Second baseman, first baseman thinking about it. It'll be the shortstop coming in on the second base side of the bag. Will make the play for out number 3. So they're in the top of the 7th. The Clippers do get 1 hit, but they leave Geislinger on first. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th inning here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
Welcome back here to Prep Spotlight TV. Our home for the state amateur baseball tournaments, A, B, and C. This is Class C. Last weekend, Labor Day weekend. Jam-packed weekend of baseball here in Chaska, Waconia as well. This is round 3. Quarterfinals tomorrow, semifinals tomorrow, championship game the next day. It's 1-0. Watkins leading St. Martin. It's the bottom of the 7th. The Martins at the plate. Brian Schlungen will hit, staying alive with an 0-2 count against Matt Geislinger. Struck out 9. And he's not allowed a hit yet. This one low, 1-2 here to Schlungen, who is struck out and popped out to the first baseman in his 2 trips to the plate. That one gets away. 2-2 now to the leadoff man in this inning. The 3-hole hitter for the Martins. And flared away, staying alive again is the catcher for St. Martin. And that one misses inside, now a full count. Geislinger has walked 1 batter. That was Brady Goebbels in the 2nd inning. And this one fouled back again. Hanging tough is Schlungen. And that's strike 3. Schlungen wanted the walk, but he goes down looking, and it's strikeout number 10 for Matt Geislinger. Nothing going offensively for St. Martin, as now it's Tanner Arsenault's turn. He's 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out to second. Missing inside there is Geislinger. One and one, the count. Now 2-1 as that one misses in the other batter's box. Maple Lake and Alexandria, the next game here in Chaska. That'll follow this one. Those 2 teams will be battling to play in the quarterfinal game against Waconia. The Lakers played here last night. They beat Luxembourg. And a swing and a miss on a 3-1 count. Brings it to another full count. Second straight 3-2 count for Matt Geislinger in this inning. Bottom of the 7th, St. Martin looking for a hit. That one fouled. Got a piece of the catcher, I believe. And that is ball 4. We've seen the miss for Geislinger be that outside pitch in the left-handed hitter's batter's box. Sometimes he'll sail a pitch here and there over there in that area. So that's the 2nd walk now for Geislinger. He only walked 1 his last outing, but now 2 here today. Still has not allowed a hit as Arsenault reaches. Goebel now comes to the batter's box. And takes high. First base runner since the third inning for the Martins. Swung and fouled back to the netting. The third baseman was in on those first couple pitches for Watkins. Now he takes a couple steps back, expecting perhaps a bunt, as Watkins might try to manufacture the thinking there. The runner goes, the throw, and they got him. Perfect throw down to second base. All the second baseman had to do was drop the glove, and the runner out on the base paths. The first base runner that St. Martin had since the third inning is now erased, as Haugen throws him out. And that's another strikeout. So quickly, over the span of 2 pitches, 2 outs recorded. Geislinger faces the minimum, still has the no-hitter going through 7. A stellar pitching performance from number 15 here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Dan Berg will step in here for the start of the 8th inning. The Watkins Clippers up by 1 as they try to maybe add some insurance perhaps. As this one shot to the opposite field, but it'll be foul. Berg is 0 for 3. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first, drove in the game's only run on a ground out to the pitcher in the 3rd, and then flew out in the 5th. Grounded right back up the middle for a base hit underneath the glove of Leiser. And Berg reaches with a single. The 6th hit of the game for the Clippers. Now Brendan Ashton is 0 for 3. He'll step in. 2 strikeouts and a groundout. Big swing and a miss there from 18. And takes strike 2 on the inside part. And fouls that one away to waste it. And waves at an outside pitch, gets a piece to keep it alive. Still 0-2 the count. Leiser has pitched well. Allowed those 6 hits, just the 1 run. Has gotten out of some trouble as this one's grounded through the hole at short. It's another base hit. 2 hits in a row to start the inning for Watkins.
And for Watkins, left fielder number 5, Justin Thompson.
So the first 2 batters reach on singles, and there's now 2 men on. Justin Thompson will step in. He's 0 for 3. Squaring to bunt very early. Puts it down. Well placed. It'll die at third base line. Nowhere to go. A bunt hit for Thompson, as that one couldn't have been placed any better. The bases are now loaded. Bird on third, Ashton on second, and Thompson, with that bunt hit, is on first base as Carter Block will come to the plate. He's 1 for 3 with a couple strikeouts and a single, as the infield and catcher and pitcher converse. So no jam bigger than this one that Leiser finds himself in. Bases loaded, nobody out, infield drawn in. Swung on and fouled away by Carter Block. The bases were loaded in the first with 1 out, and Leiser was able to escape unscathed. Now the stakes raised higher here in the 8th, as Watkins leads already 1-0. That one nearly hit him. One and one the count. St. Martin trying to cut the run down at home. That one outside, 2-1. Swing and a miss, a foul tip actually into the mitt of the catcher, Schlongen. 2-2 the count. Bases loaded, nobody out. Carter Block, the hit. A run will score, and they'll hold the trail runner. An RBI single for Carter Block. It's 2-0. And Carson Geislinger now. As 4 straight singles have doubled the Watkins lead here in the 8th. Dan Berg scores. Ashton is at third now. Thompson at second. Carson Geislinger looking to continue that hit parade with the infield still drawn in. He takes a strike. It's 2-1. Geislinger was hit by a pitch in the second. He's 0 for 2 today with a pop out and a ground out. Watches that one break in there for strike 2. 2-2 now the count. Still nobody out in this inning as Scott Leiser is out there. As this one's popped up. Behind home plate, the catcher will range back, dive, but I believe that got a piece of the netting before it came down, so even if the catch had been made, it would have been just a foul ball. Good effort there by the catcher, who got a late start running backwards. 2-0. Watkins has added a run here in the 8th. but they have intentions for some more. 2-2 here, the count to Geislinger, the third baseman. Swing and a miss, he struck out. Reiser rears back. The fastball by Carson Geislinger. Now Matt will come up. He's 0 for 3. The pitcher wants more run support for his no-hit bid. A big swing there from Matt Geislinger. Matt Geislinger, the ace of the staff, clearly, pitching a no-hitter through 7. You have to wonder if they will keep him in if this game is broken open wide here in this frame with the bases loaded, nobody out. Watkins, were they to put up maybe 2-3 more runs to make it 4 or 5-0, would they try to save Geislinger for games later this weekend? We'll find out, perhaps, as Geislinger cracks it to left. Reaching, and now the tag will be attempted from third, and that's another run scored for Watkins. Reaching up to make the play was Cole. That's the second out of the inning, but Brendan Ashton barrels down to score the game's third run. So a sacrifice fly for Geislinger. They'll appeal at third and unsuccessfully. So 3-0 the score. Watkins has added 2 here. Now 2 out. And a runner at second and first. And Nolan Geislinger will hit. A swing and a miss on a breaking ball there from Nolan. He singled his last time up. This now his 5th at bat of the game. As there's a spinner that came in crossing the plate. Strike 2. And that one misses well outside. Can't see the bullpens from our vantage point, so I don't know if anyone has been warming in this inning for either team, specifically St. Martin, as Lizer gave up those 4 consecutive hits to start the frame. And that's a strikeout looking, clips the outside corner. Nolan Geislinger doesn't like it. Scott Lizer walks back to his dugout, leaving 2 on the base paths, but 2 more runs come home to score as Watkins has tripled their lead. It's 3-0. As we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Matt Geislinger coming back out here for his 8th inning of work now, with now a 3-run lead. Pitching a no-hitter. Keep in mind that St. Martin got no hit in their last game. It was a win, oddly, but now they're in danger of getting no hit in back-to-back games, as they haven't mustered a base hit in 7 innings. So 8 before that. And 15 straight innings of without a hit for St. Martin. In this state tournament. It's just their second state tournament game played in 2021. And so we're getting ready to start as in the 8th inning in Waconia, Sobieski leading Dumont 4-0. That's the first game on their 2-game slate in Class C. Geislinger with his first pitch delivered in there on a foul tip, actually, for strike one. Derek Cole hitting for the team in royal blue. Squaring to bunt, pops it high, and it's going to go out of play behind the backstop up on the roof here. And that one misses outside. Ball 1, 1-2 here to Derek Cole, who is 0 for 2. And a strikeout. Swings and misses the second time Cole has gone down swinging.
Next up, the designated hitter from 2, Ben Schroeder.
12th strikeout for Geislinger, and now I think we'll have a pinch hitter.
Avery Schmitz.
Avery Schmitz will hit in place of Ben Schroeder, who had struck out twice, the designated hitter. And quickly behind in the count, 0-2 from Geislinger. This one cracked to the shortstop, ranging back a few steps and making the catch. So 2 down here in the 8th.
Third baseman, number 16, Ryan Messer.
Ryan Messer now. He is one of just 3 batters to reach. He's one of a rare number of people to put the ball in play and reached on an error by the third baseman. But there will be a pinch hitter for him. It's Jalen Arsenault, the pinch hitter for Messer. Swings the first pitch, grounds it to first. Down on a knee is the first baseman. And it is 8 innings of no-hit baseball for Matt Geislinger. A quick inning of work here in the 8th frame. And we're through 8, headed to the 9th. Watkins up 3-0 on St. Martin.
Such news! It's everything I ever wanted.
You should feel good about where you and your money are headed. We can help you build a better relationship with your money, starting with our free Simply Better checking account. When you open an account, you'll also receive a free gift. Get started today. Think Bank. Meet your money.
Welcome back. A new pitcher out on the hill for St. Martin. It was the pinch hitter from the last inning, Avery Schmitz. And that's actually number 22, Ben Schroeder, the designated hitter throughout this game. He got pinch hit for, and now he's in to pitch. As we try to figure out the rest of the movement here in the infield. As number 14, who came in to pinch hit also, Jalen Arsenault, he's playing first base now. And I believe a new third baseman as well. We'll see what his number is if we get a vantage point of that. Number 27, Brady Goebbels. So he has moved from first base across the diamond to third base. So that's the new defensive positioning here in the 9th as the Clippers will bat. Already up 3-0 on St. Martin as Avery Schmitz out on the hill in relief of Scott Leiser, who gave up 9 hits, 3 runs. Lincoln Hagan swings and misses, 1-1 to the catcher for Watkins. And, excuse me, that's not Avery Schmitz, that's Ben Schroeder, as I'm confused about that. Ben Schroeder out there pitching. And missing high there. Ben Schroeder, the righty, on the hill. 2-2 count. Hagan. Curveball, and that one flied behind first, ranging back in foul territory, diving, and unable to make the play there. Nearly a miraculous catch. Would have been over the shoulder as the first baseman, Jalen Arsenault, who just entered the game and quickly had a tough play to make. And a strikeout. Hagan is down swinging as Schroeder gets him.
Now that Watkins, Kevin Kramer.
Kevin Kramer will hit. He's 2 for 4 with a run scored. He was 2 for 4 last weekend as well, but now here getting his 5th plate appearance in this game. As this one's flown to center, ranging back as the center fielder, underneath it, making the catch. Zach Moritz for out number 2.
Right fielder number 21, Dan Berg.
And in Waconia, we have a final. Sobieski beats Dumont here in round 3, 5-0. So they'll advance to the quarterfinal round as Dan Berg steps up to the plate here in our game, with 2 out here in the top of the 9th. Sobieski will advance to play Sartell in the quarterfinal round. That game will be played in Waconia tomorrow at noon. This one's chopped slowly to third. Arsenault there, and he makes the play. Fields and steps on the bag. A quick inning of work in relief for Ben Schroeder, and we're headed to the bottom of the 9th, the last chance upcoming for St. Martin. Need a hit as well as 3 runs to tie it, as Matt Geislinger will head out for his 9th inning of work.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Welcome back here to PrepSpotlight.tv Athletic Park in Chaska, and we have a no-hitter on our hands. The bottom of the 9th about to begin, and out there for his 9th inning of work is the pitcher Matt Geislinger for Watkins. He has not allowed a hit. He has struck out 12 and pitched extremely well. He's walked 2 as St. Martin will hope to get a hit on the scoreboard as well as a few runs here as they trail 3-0, hoping to continue their postseason run. Matthew Schlungen is batting to lead off this frame, pops this one up, and behind us, as we finally located that ball. Out of play, it's 0-2 quickly here to number 3, Schlungen, who is 0 for 1, just one strikeout and a sacrifice bunt today, and he strikes out looking. Fastball. Gets him. And now 2 outs away. 13 strikeouts. Kyle Leeser now will hit. Swinging at the first pitch, grounding it against the fence in front of the dugout of the Clippers. Matt Geislinger. What a performance so far. The lefty. And this one cracked foul up the left side. One, 2 the count. And just hanging on and fouling that one away is Leiser. This one popped up. The pitcher ranging back, the catcher couldn't locate that one immediately. It lands basically right over our heads here, about 6 rows back, out of play, and we'll do it again, the 1-2 here to Kyle Leiser. Leiser is 0 for 3, struck out once, and grounded out twice. 1 down in the bottom of the 9th. And that one in the dirt, 2-1. And that one just misses inside. A close pitch, looking for that fastball in the inside corner, just like Geislinger got Schlungen a few moments ago. A full count now to Leiser. Cracks this one, and it's going to be foul. That one toward left field. But needing to straighten it out to get that one into the grass. 3-2, we'll do it again with 1 down. And he walked him. 3rd walk of the game for Geislinger. Frustrated there as a much needed base runner for St. Martin aboard. That's Leiser. Now Zach Moritz, he's 0 for 3. Look to also reach. Swings and misses. And another big swing and a miss on a big off-speed breaking ball there. Remember, we have 3 more games here in Chaska that will follow back to back to back. Maple Lake and Alexandria coming up next. And a strikeout for Geislinger on 3 pitches, gets Moritz down swinging, that make it 14 Ks for Geislinger. Brian Schlungen now, the catcher. He's struck out twice, 0 for 3. Last hope for the Martins, that one way inside. Geislinger steps off. No hits allowed with 1 out left to get. Fouled straight back. 1-1. Slung in. One and two now. 1 strike away for Geislinger and Watkins. Time called. Weiser, the runner on first base, with the Clippers up 3-0 here in the 9th. And a swing and a miss. The no-hitter completed for Matt Geislinger. Strikes out 15 and runs through St. Martin. Watkins advances 3-0 to win. They're on to the quarterfinals. What a performance for the Clippers ace. Now has back-to-back complete game shutouts, and this one, not a hit allowed. St. Martin, their state tournament comes to a close. They got no hit twice in a win and now a loss. And so they'll head back home as Watkins advances. They'll play in the quarterfinal, and they'll meet up with the winner of St. Patrick and Young America. That'll be here in Chaska at 11 a.m. tomorrow. So the first game here tomorrow in the quarterfinal round will be Watkins and another team. As the story of the day here is Matt Geislinger, a 15 strikeout, 3 walk, no hitter, complete game shutout in the win as Watkins wins it 3-0. Thanks for watching, everyone, here on PrepSpotlight.tv. I'm Ren Clayton as we say so long, but make sure you tune in. Coming up next, Maple Lake and Alexandria as the round 3 continues here in this final weekend of the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament.
Amateur baseball is one of Minnesota's great sporting traditions. The state tournament brings together hundreds of communities in late summer at great ballparks all around the state. Coverage of every game can be found on PrepSpotlight.tv. PrepSpotlight.tv's coverage of today's state tournament game is made possible by the Minnesota Baseball Association, and also with help from the Minnesota Twins. Celebrate Town Ball with the Twins on September 11th. Visit twinsbaseball.com/townball for details. Now let's get to the ballpark.